If we got a treat for you, we spoke to the cast of Ted Lasso. Nate the Great, Nick Mohammed. Check it out.
Congratulations on season three, and congratulations on the show. Tell me this: in life and in art, I have this terrible tendency to compare everything to Star Wars. And if this is indeed the last season of Ted Lasso, and it ends up being like that other perfect trilogy, does it make sense that season three is Return of the Jedi? And in that case, is Nate Darth Vader to Rupert's Emperor?
Oh, I love the Star Wars analogy. Who knows? There might be a Phantom Menace in like a few years. Maybe we'll just have a little break and come back.
Do we really want to go with Phantom Menace?
That's number 4, right? Yeah, that was the next one. I don't know. I feel like, look, I don't know. I definitely think that season 2 was Empire Strikes Back. I don't know if season 3 is Return of the Jedi, though. I don't know. I'm yet to be sold on that. There are some very nice nods to Return of the Jedi, though, in Rupert's office, right?
Yes.
Yeah, there are some really, and it has not gone unnoticed in the designer, Paul. He's popped loads of Star Wars little bits pieces in there. So you're good on your, it's a good analogy to have.
Tell me this. I think one of the major conversation points about the series that often gets missed or that people don't write enough about is how it highlights, or how it makes a point to highlight, how complex we are as people, how everyone deserves a second chance, and how we have no idea what a particular person is going through at any point in their life. And we kind of judge them based on what we see on the surface. And I was wondering if you could talk to me about how that seems to be the antithesis to everything our public discourse is doing right now.
Yeah, I mean, that that motto that Ted has of "be curious, not judgmental." I mean, I try and now use that in like my everyday life. You just try and stop yourself from instantly forming an opinion and just think, okay, well, let's have a think about why they might be behaving like that. Why
Right.
making the decisions that they make. And yeah, it's very easy on the if I think of Nate, I think everyone was very quick to judge him on his bad behavior, and arguably rightly so. It'll be a lot more difficult for people to forgive him, whether he gets fully redeemed or not. And it's a really interesting kind of aspect of human behavior, really, that we're very quick to judge and be like, oh no, that person has wronged me and that's it, they're out of my life. And actually the capacity for forgiveness is, well, it takes a lot longer and it requires a lot more. And so, but we're very quick to go the other way.
And as a performer, is it a lot more fun playing Nate in season 3, or did you enjoy the kind of hapless character you did in season 1?
I found the hapless character easier. Like, I feel like that's more in my sort of my comfort area. But I feel, there's a challenge that comes with, because there's not, weirdly, there's probably a bit more kind of comedy creeping into season 3 for Nate. But, for a good while, a lot of those scenes with Nate were emotional and were, dramatic or quite toxic. And, so that, I missed sort of the comedic moments. And that's partly because, mostly my background is doing comedy and things. But on saying that, you really relish it as an actor, you relish the opportunity to do something new and different. So, yeah, it's fun sort of playing both sides. And it's fun to go on a journey.
I'm assuming it's harder for you this season because you don't get to hang out with the guys as much.
I know, yeah.
You're by yourself for so much of the show.
Yeah, and it's so deliberate on the writing part, to isolate Nate. I mean, not only has he gone to West Ham and so he's isolated himself, but to, so much of the screen time of Nate, he's on his own. He's not even, and he's not even saying anything. It's just him sat in a window or him sat at his desk or looking at his phone. It's a brilliant example of why the writing's so good, of sort of showing and not telling kind of how isolated he feels. But in practical terms, as an actor, of course, I wasn't in the locker room, I wasn't hanging out with, I'd see him obviously socially, but we're still filming in the same studios. But I tried to use that as much as I could I mean, it sounds pretentious, but as an actor, try and kind of cultivate that sort of feeling of loneliness and not being involved in those scenes where everyone else is getting to play and hang out, whereas a lot of Nate's stuff is sort of isolated on his own or with new people, all the new players at West Ham who I didn't know as nearly as well.
Right.
And that's very intimidating as an actor, but also it'd be intimidating for Coach Nate as well. So I felt like, I should try and use that and channel some of that.
Let me tell you this much. I've been told to wrap, but Nick Mohammed, you praise the writers, but you've been doing some pretty good performing yourself, my friend. All of those fantastic silent moments. I mean, I see an Emmy nomination coming your way. But yeah, anyway,
We're very
I
kind.
gotta,
Thank you.
I gotta go. But very quickly, I've been telling everyone this. I've been thinking about spin-offs, if this is indeed the last season of Ted Lasso. So for you, it's a Joni Loves Chachi style spin-off with Nate and Jade running away together, getting married and starting a family. That's what I want to see. Apple TV
Okay.
Plus.
Ah,
Call me.
okay. Yeah.
Cheers, man. Thank you so much, and
man.
congratulations.
Thank you. Take care.
Watch Ted Lasso on Apple TV Plus. I mean, why are you not watching Ted Lasso on Apple TV Plus? It is fantastic. Sound off in the comments below. Tell us what you think of the latest season. Don't forget to like, subscribe, watch our other videos, tell your friends, tell your family about us. You know what to do.